So as you can see here, we got two holes that if we were to leave as holes, oil and air would just spew out all over our blower and it'd just be a mess. I mean, it would serve as, as blow off, you know, for extra pressure, but there'd just be a mess everywhere. So that's where a catch can comes in. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the KSERIES Kyle YouTube channel. Today I just thought I might do a little oil catch can install, and so if you have a Civic Si or any K-Series, because that's in the name, KSERIES Kyle, yeah, I'm going to show you how to do a catch can install on it. Now, if you don't have the correct valve cover for that, with holes drilled and welded AN fittings on it, then you're going to have a problem and you're not going to be able to install a catch can the way that I'm showing you. Because this is for high boost applications and or built motor applications. Doesn't really need to be a built motor, but just like over 10 pounds of boost, you really need a catch can. Pretty sure that K-Tune just came out with a new, or I'm not sure if they've had it for a while, but for the K-Series, a new valve cover powder coated to your liking. I'm pretty sure you can get it in different colors. All I've seen it in is black though. But this is not from K-Tuned. I got this one custom done and welded with the AN fittings on there. But if you don't have that option, go to K-Tuned and look up their valve covers, because that will work too. Then you can find a catch can on the internet pretty much anywhere. Just make sure it applies. So go to K-Tuned, find that, and I'm pretty sure K-Tuned has their AN fittings on the back, like back behind here, but it really shouldn't matter. So, got this step done, got these welded on, got it powder coated. So next step is to go over to the oil catch can and find a mounting spot. Alright, so looking at all this, and then what comes in our little kit, we got the catch can right here. For some reason mine didn't come with a little plug on the bottom, so I just went and bought one. Not hard to do, super annoying though. I'm probably gonna paint that black so it looks nicer. But for the Civics, comes with all these little fittings. You got like 90 degree, 45 degree, but I think what I'm only gonna do is use 2 of the 90 degrees off of the valve cover, and then just use 2 of the straight ones on here, and just, it also comes with, I don't even know how many feet of hose this is, but it's a lot. So I already got one fitting on there. Literally all you do is literally just press fit it on there. You can use like some Teflon tape around this hose if you really want to, but you pretty much just press fit it in there, and that's what you get. Then you gotta figure out your lengths and stuff like that. But so this catch can right here, I've already pre-cut it. As you can see over here, it's got that curve on it. I'm only using one screw for this, or bolt. So I'm gonna end up going off of the, as you can see right here, I've already pre-test fitted it just so I could make this video and make sure I knew how to do this and work it. But if you pop this little plastic piece off right here, just like that on the ECU, don't worry, not drilling into the ECU, that would not work out well. This little bolt right here off of the ECU. Now, well, this could also depend on if you have a stock airbox, which if you have boost, I'm assuming that you probably don't have a stock airbox, and hopefully you don't have a short ram intake, because those are, I don't know, dumb. But under most boosts like turbos, you're just gonna have a charge pipe coming up here. In my case, supercharger, my charge pipes are completely out of the way, and then I just have a short and stubby intake, which, well, normally has a filter on it. But this seems like just an open area where I'm gonna just throw it right in there. So I undid this, and then I'll show you how I cut it. I really didn't cut, I just ground it down with an angle grinder, but I grinded it down like that right there, so then the holes line up right here perfectly and you won't see anything. So I ended up actually doing it like that so it sits straight up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on right there, get that bolt tightened down, and then we'll figure out how to run the lines to it. Alright guys, so as you can see there, mounted it, it's straight up and down, looks pretty nice, but there's no filter on there. Why is that? Well, because I just did this to it, covering it from any paint, because I hate this really chromy stuff. I want everything to be black that can possibly be black under this engine bay. So what I did was brake clean the top right here so it's super duper clean, then wrap this paper towel around it, right at where the filter actually starts. Then wrap a piece of electrical tape around that, and then I'm just gonna paint the top of it, and it should stay on just fine because it's high temp and it you know, stainless steel, so it should work just fine. Then I'm gonna let that set for a little while. Should only take like 20 minutes or so to fully be dried. And while we're doing that, we're gonna set up the AN lines. So I want to show you the way that I'm gonna do the fittings on here. Clearly, you got the side that the AN line, I think it's like 10 AN, or well, -10, that goes into this right here. So the ways these guys are gonna work is I'm gonna put these two straight ones on the actual catch can itself, and then I'm gonna just run these two 90s, which this one doesn't have it on it because I have it right over here already on here. But I'm not going to use the 45s because I think they're kind of unnecessary for this application. It's just if you happen to need them. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew these guys, and I'll show you how they work. So guys, I don't know if you guys can see my head, or hopefully this is going to be perfectly in frame. So you have the side that's going to go onto the actual catch can itself. This is going to stay stationary and spin forever because that's just the way it works. And this is a little tightener for it. I'll show you how that works. But you're just going to go ahead and start by unscrewing this one all the way. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Then your AN fitting is going to, or your AN line is going to go right in there. It literally just press fits in there. You can use some, I don't know, Teflon tape if you really want to. That's going to make it kind of hard to go in. So it's going to end up turning out like this right over here. So I took the line, went ahead and just press fitted it in there, right? There's not going to be anything leaking out of there. There's no way it's going to blow off or anything because it has these little rings within this fitting itself. And then next thing, you're going to figure out your distance, and I'm going to cut it. The first one is going to be really short, so I'm going to cut it to go from right here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these 90-degree fittings on too and show you how those work. So yet again, on the 90-degree fittings, this side spins. This is the side that's going to thread into the actual valve cover. So this one's going to thread on here like this. I can't do it with one hand. Well, I kind of can. So that's going to be like that, and then it's just going to be floppy for a little bit. And then I'm going to go and do that with the other one. But the way the first one's going to be run is I'm actually going to angle this down a little bit, and it's going to stick right in between the evap, purge, and stuff like, and these two little lines right here, which is the evap and whatever. Then I'm just going to send it right under here, right in between the fuel line, and we're just going to come right to, I think we're going to go to the bottom one, but it doesn't really matter either one. But we're literally only going to need probably less than a foot, but I'm going to cut a foot to be safe and then cut it down. So I'm going to cut a foot of the line, and then we'll go ahead and thread it all together and see how it goes. So guys, I cut 12 inches right here. Right now I'm leaving this somewhat loose so I can still go up and down a little bit with it. I put one fitting on this side after I cut it, and by the way, this has metal in it, so you might want to cut it with like something moving really fast, like a cutting blade on an angle grinder or something of that nature, or just a really sharp blade, and then singe the ends so it doesn't fray at all. So I went ahead and put this one on. It's literally, you just kind of twist it and push it on, and then right now I'm leaving this side disconnected, and I'm just threading this on just like that till it gets threaded all the way on. Then I'll show you what to do with this side. Alright guys, so as you can see here, got that on. I still haven't tightened this all the way because I haven't put this, but I tightened this connection all the way. It's not going anywhere. And it's also sealed, by the way. But if we go down here, I can either pick the top, which will add a little bit more curve to the hose, or the bottom. I hope you guys can see that. I'm not going to decide yet. I'm just going to put it on, well, I guess I'm just going to put it on the top right now and show you guys how that fitting works. Then I'll just run the other one. So guys, the way this fitting works, I already have this side on the hose, right? So I'm gonna end up just threading this in there, and then we'll just thread it on easily with this little guy right here. And then it should be done. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and measure this out. Actually, I forgot to tell you how much I measured. I forget how much it was, but I went ahead and got these ends on to the second one, the farthest one away from the catch can. Make sure you guys wear a glove though, because after you cut this this -10 line, it has little like metal like metal wire in it, and that can go straight into your finger. Found that out the hard way. Kind of hurts, but I'm ready to get this guy going. I'll tell you the measurement in a second, but it's gonna run under right next to the other end. I'll show you when it's done, but hopefully you got the idea from the first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this one, screw it on that one, screw it on this 90 degree over here, and then put the last fitting on, and it should be about finished. And by the way, guys, the measurement for that one was about 23.5 to 24 inches. Alright guys, so tighten this guy down, tighten these guys down. These are not coming out now. It's like they they self-tighten the hose inside of them. It's like smushes the hose in between the like little clamps or whatever. And then I also tighten this one down. One runs under the other, makes the whole car look a whole lot cleaner too. And then just have them both coming around, and I made them right on top of each other, and then right into the catch can. Look at that. It looks super nice, especially with the black on top now instead of the chrome. She's really coming along. I'm gonna try to get her started tomorrow. I think we have a small boost issue with this little blow off down here, so it's just adding like boost as soon as you start the car, which you may be like, it's a supercharger so it does that, but no, there's this little bleeder blow off valve right here that allows the car to run normal on idle, but I think that may be stuck or something like that, and it's just pushing all of the air directly into the motor and then applying throttle pretty much, and then it's just jumping the RPMs up and then dumping way too much fuel and then just cutting off. So I think that may be bad. I have another one here, so I'm gonna pull that hose off and see if we can get it started tomorrow and see how that goes. So guys, I hope that video helped you. Anybody watching it that may need to do a catch can, maybe you learned something here, hopefully so, especially on an SI. That is pretty much the way to do it, and pretty much the place to mount the catch cans. Go down below, click the like button, subscribe if you would like to, comment, and I will catch you guys on the next video.